Brenner, will you stop saying the N-word?
No.
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Welcome back to the Still Talking Podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Smith. Thank you guys for tuning in. With me, as always, my co-host, Max Harris, Brenner Smith.
You pointed at the wrong people when I did that. Would it have been
Absolutely.
crazy if I'd have just shouted the N-word at that point?
100%. Hashtag sleeveless podcast.
Hashtag sleeveless.
Hashtag sleeveless podcast.
Yeah, Nate brought his white trash out. Show off that tattoo, Nate.
It
Show off that
showed up,
baby.
Boy. You know Nathan's always breaking down.
One time Nate tagged me in some kind of meme and it was talking about like guys with no tattoo do this. Cause I don't have any tattoos.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch, the only tattoo you have is a Ford logo on your shoulder.
Nathan's like, yeah, my body's a temple. I really thought about that tattoo. Like, he's like, I put a lot of thought into that tattoo.
Hold on. Pause. I can't hear Brenner's mic. So I can see if you're bad. What didn't even turn on? Talk.
Bro, I was talking into it earlier and I could hear myself clearly. I don't know if I like swiped it just a second ago and turned it off.
It might have happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast, brother. We had to meet you for a little bit. You were time out.
It's all right.
All right.
I leave sometimes.
So, this episode, we're going to do something a little different. I wanted to do a Get to Know Weirdbeard podcast.
Oh.
So, I'm going to ask
shit.
you guys a bunch of questions, and we're going to kind of let everybody get to know us a little bit better.
Fuck, that's
Fucking A,
really
right?
intimidating.
So this is really only going to be educational for me. I feel like a lot of our followers know both of you. Like, right? No?
I don't know.
Alright, so just off the top, just for the first couple of questions, it's going to keep it simple. Burger King or McDonald's?
Oh, Burger King.
Burger King.
Like, no
Yeah.
contest. Like,
Has
there
to
wasn't
be.
even a thought.
I mean, like, their nuggets are fire at McDonald's,
Yeah.
but...
And I like them better at Burger King, and they're
I
cheaper.
honestly eat McDonald's more, but I probably prefer Burger King.
I will probably admit, I can admit that, like, in my life, I probably ate McDonald's way more than Burger
Yeah.
King, but that's just because they're so, like, it's right there every
There's
fucking
always,
time.
no matter where you are, there's McDonald's right behind the corner.
I ended up completely fucking wasted.
This was actually funny.
At a Burger King.
This is actually funny.
I ended up completely wasted at a Burger King arguing with this girl and was like, no, I want Whopper sauce on the burger. And she was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, yeah. She was like, listen, I am fucking OG Burger King. I've been working
Yeah, I've
here
been
for
working
13
here.
years. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
She goes and gets her manager, and I'm talking to her for like 2 minutes, and I'm like, the Whopper sauce, lady. She
The
goes,
Whopper
put
sauce.
on the
And this is
Whoppers.
probably like one of the first times that they've had to
What
do
would
that.
you
She's
think
like,
of, like
she's like,
Dippin'
I need my
sauce?
manager to help. She's like, why? Is there like a language barrier? No, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's obviously
like,
a
he's
fucking
just dumb.
retard.
Like, this guy is just retarded. He's speaking perfect
Manager
English.
comes back like, sir, if you don't leave the store now, we're calling the police.
This is obviously a joke. Please
He's
exit the drive-thru.
And then I was like, I realized what had happened, and I was like, I'm really fucked up right now, and I was like, I'm definitely thinking about Stacker sauce.
Stacker sauce.
From Wendy's.
And then we had a whole 15-minute discussion about why they're not Wendy's. Like, that was just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
So I
Why
was,
don't you guys have stackers and stacker sauce? And
it
Square
came down
burgers.
to a point where it was either like pull around or pull off.
Or pull off. Yeah,
Pull
exactly.
off.
You were like, I could easily
I pulled
just, like,
off.
hide my shame and leave right now.
I did. Pulled off.
Which is honestly...
I went to Wendy's, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You were like, fuck this, going to where,
I'm going to
where
Wendy's. I
mama
need
raised me.
some stacker
What
sauce.
time was it?
I wanted extra Stacker sauce, and this bitch acted like she didn't know what I was talking about, and I was like,
Like, what is that?
fuck it.
Fuck it.
I was like, I just had
I'm
this
done.
I don't
discussion.
fuck
I'm
with
done.
Wendy's very much. When I go to Wendy's, I only
The
get
most-
one thing. And it's a faux.
Well, and the most painful part of that fucking story was you sent it to me in a voice message, like recorded.
Yeah.
So the whole time that I'm listening to you explain it, even I'm like, there's no Whopper sauce. Like, I don't know what the fuck this
I
guy
thought you
talking
were talking about like Big Mac.
That's
sauce or
exactly what I thought. I'm like, does this
I
guy
was-
think he's at fucking McDonald's?
I was
Yeah,
on,
there's no Whopper
I was on
sauce.
voice message like, y'all.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
at Burger King.
And even I'm fucked up, and I'm like, there's no Whopper sauce. Like, I am in the state of mind to make a mistake, but not that. Like,
Yeah, no. I know my fast food burgers.
yeah, right.
Man.
Like, look at, yeah, like, give me the rodeo, son.
I was fucked up, bro.
I want a McGangbang.
Oh my god, bro.
Alright. Favorite movie?
Fuck, that's
Ah,
a tough
fuck.
question just off the
Four
top.
Brothers. It's my favorite
Four
movie.
Brothers is a great fucking
That is a
movie.
great movie. My favorite movie. Fuck, that's hard.
Can I give, like, at least a top three?
Top three.
Okay, alright, so top three. Oh man,
Little Mermaid.
just
I'm
had
going-
this right out of the gate. You
Got
want to
to.
see about a fucking soundtrack, son?
Classic.
No.
A classic.
Honest to God, Mulan has like one of the best
Dude,
soundtracks
shut
ever.
the
Dishonor on you, your family.
Bro.
Dishonor on your cow.
Bro,
Shut the
anyways,
fuck up.
I gotta go. One of my top. I'm gonna do top 3, and I think one of them has to be The Sandlot.
That's
That's
it.
a really good movie. It's a really
4.
special movie to me.
They catch like girls. Base up, you blockheads. That's a great fucking movie.
That is a
It
good.
is a good movie.
I think one of my top 3 would have to be American Gangster, Denzel Washington.
Oof.
Fucking slap, bro.
Good shit.
Great movie. That and Russell Crowe. There was some, I just watched this. Oh, hands down, absolutely. Well, actually, I can take this back. This is my favorite fucking movie. Goodfellas. Goodfellas is my favorite movie.
That is a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Hands down.
You know what? I would do top 3. I would put Four Brothers. I would put Goodfellas. And have you ever seen Edward Norton in The Game?
Yes, yeah, that's a
That
good
is
fucking
crazy.
movie. That's a good
fucking
movie,
bro.
bro. And I tell you what, I don't think I'd put it. It might be in one of my top 5s, maybe top 5. But you need to see American Made about the guy Pablo Escobar's smuggler.
Yeah.
That is played by
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah, bro.
Oh.
And that was all here in Mena, Arkansas, and
Yeah,
shit. That's
yeah.
He built Mena, Arkansas, pretty much. That place had a population of 25 before
Yeah.
he started moving coke through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Fuck.
That movie is amazing, bro.
You gotta watch it.
All right. Favorite sports team and favorite athlete. They can be different.
My favorite sports team is the Saints, and my favorite athlete is LeBron James.
Yeah, we knew who you think you were riding.
So
That's
my
what
favorite
I argue.
sports team would be the Red Wings, and I think my favorite athlete, man. I don't know. I'm actually no. That's funny that you say that. This is like super obscure for me, but I love him to death. Is fucking John McEnroe. Bad boy at
Johnny
tennis,
Mac.
my guy. Johnny Mac, the bad
He
boy
said,
at tennis, son.
You know what it's like to be angry, don't you, Johnny Mac?
You know what it's like to be angry. I fucking love him, bro. I love him.
Yeah. Mr. Deeds, he was like, yeah, they're there to try. What the fuck is
He
wrong
just
with
jumps over a car. Johnny Mac, baby.
you? Johnny Mac. Oh,
What about you, Nate?
He said, the self-proclaimed bad boy of tennis.
Bad boy.
Favorite sports team have to be Bulls.
Still? Are you a Bulls fan today? You watch the Bulls? I mean, not watch.
Absolutely. I'm a Bulls fan. Yes, absolutely, 100%.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is, dude.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah. He's
Fuck
like,
yeah.
listen, I mean,
You remember,
as someone
we're
from
talking to
Michigan,
remember whenever
yeah.
y'all like were coming up and it was like the horizon was just over the top. You had D Rose.
Dude, I felt like Michael Scott from The Office whenever I saw the fucking update come through on my
Oh,
ESPN
fuck,
shit,
when he's-
where it was like, bling bling, they trade for Zach LaVine. I was like, no. I was like, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. I was freaking the
They
fuck
traded-
out.
who they
I
traded?
was,
Chris Dunn and
yeah, Chris Dunn and fucking
somebody else.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Dude, I was like, oh my god, it's happening.
Yeah.
Dude, I was fucking freaking out.
He's like
I was
punching Kylie. She's like, get the fuck off. He's like, "Ah."
I was like, why is this happening to me?
So who's your favorite athlete? I can only guess.
If I had to pick a favorite athlete, man, I really fucking like
Old school Larry Bird, man.
it really came down to Tracy McGrady or Anthony Hardaway. It really came down when you talk about style and like okay, like people the way people like a lot of people don't understand the way everybody hype about Russell Westbrook. That is Tracy McGrady. Like he plays
T-Mac
like
was
that,
that guy,
because he of Tracy
It
McGrady.
wasn't
Like,
for injury, but T-Mac could have been one of the
One-
greatest of all time.
he could be just as good as Kobe.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He could have been in the conversation.
But Kobe's my honorable mention to finish out my top 3 because, you know, absolutely the Mamba.
if I was gonna do a top
R.I.P.
3 of
That was such a
sports,
huge fucking, like, that was so random.
That's, yeah, and
Death,
that's,
man.
yeah, this is
Oh,
not
wow.
like a who's the greatest of all time. This is like
No,
your
so
favorite
who's your
player.
Who's your favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I had to pick a top 3 of my favorite athletes, it would be really I pick LeBron because of what he does outside of basketball. Fuck you, Nate. But I'd have to probably pick Derek Jeter and Drew Brees as my other 2. Derek Jeter was always my favorite baseball player growing up. He's the captain. And then Drew Brees is the savior of New Orleans. New Orleans.
Nolans.
He's the savior, bro. He put the whole city on his back after Katrina.
Swimming.
Real talk.
He wasn't actually there. He got the fuck out.
Yeah, he got
No,
the fuck
no,
out of
no,
there.
no,
Yeah,
he wasn't there. He
yeah.
left, but
That boy was dry.
He brought a
was like-
championship back 3 years later, so you know.
You know, he definitely got
he
up
picked
out
up
of there
their
in his private
spirits.
jet.
He
But
picked up their spirits.
yeah,
That's what I
they
meant.
took out in that private jet and were gone, son.
He was like,
Yeah,
They were
I'm
not-
sorry.
yeah. They were there afterwards.
He was like, listen, someone's got to lose. Like, I
He
don't
said
know.
they came back.
Like,
Goddamn it, they came.
George Bush don't care about black people. Anyways.
One of my favorite things that I ever heard somebody say on a podcast was, so this dude, I can't remember what it says, and they were like, "Dang, don't you think that's kind of like telling those kids it's okay to fail?" And he was like, "Look, man, he said I want everybody to be successful, but I really like lap dances and chicken nuggets. Somebody got to make
Hey,
the chicken
yes,
nuggets
hey.
and give the lap
Hey,
dances.
that's
Okay,
what it is.
Hey.
And I was like, man, that.
Somebody's got to do it, bro. Just make sure it's not you.
I was like, that dude is onto something.
Yeah, exactly.
He
There's
was
a
like,
certain type of people that need to do that. Like,
Hey,
I want everybody to
not
do
that not that I'm knocking lap dances. Shout out to all my girls. No.
yeah.
Just kidding.
All right, moving on. Okay, favorite comedian.
Dave Chappelle.
That's a really fucking good one. I love Dave Chappelle.
Off top Dave Chappelle. He's on like.
So
We
I
should
have
do an episode where we just watch Dave Chappelle skits and laugh
Bro,
our
he is the
fucking
funniest
asses
man.
off.
The Dave Chappelle show is like, that's gold.
Dude,
It's gold.
I say we
Or the
fucking do
Chappelle
that.
show,
We sit
sorry.
here and like record ourselves watching the Chappelle
Yeah,
show.
reaction.
We just fucking die.
Reaction
Now that we have the TV, we should do. Shit
Oh,
like that.
absolutely.
And then we could like show it in the corner.
And they usually have them. They usually have seasons of them at Game Exchange for like fucking $3.
Yeah. There's only like what 2, 3 seasons.
There's 3, I think. Or no, there actually might only be 2. Yeah. So my favorite comedian, actually, so I'm gonna have to say I have 2, and they're old school. I like. So are you saying like comedian just in a broad range, or stand-up comedian?
Stand-up comedian.
Okay, so stand-up, it would be Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is my favorite comedian.
I like Richard Pryor. I just watched a
Well-
documentary on him the other day.
Between him and Bernie Mac.
Oh,
R.I.P.
man.
Between him and Bernie Mac, that would be
R.I.P.
the Kings of Comedy tour when they did like that. I mean, just like that right there. I
Yeah,
could
it was like,
probably
what, them
that
and Eddie Murphy.
it's Eddie Murphy, Andre 3000, or not Andre 3000, Cedric the Entertainer.
Andre 3000.
And no, Eddie Murphy's not in it either. It's him. Who's the guy that hosts Family Feud now?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and then one other guy. And that's like that's probably one of the funniest DVDs of stand-up I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen that one.
I just saw
What about
one
you,
other
dude?
day where Bernie Mac came out and he was like, man, I was coming up the stairs and they said y'all was booing motherfuckers off the stage.
Yeah.
I said, fuck them.
Fuck him. Yeah.
I ain't
yeah.
fucking scared of you.
Oh no,
Fuck you.
he's stone
Yeah,
cold,
dude,
man.
he was so
the
funny, dude.
the stand-up skit that he does, or the story where he talks about how the Bernie Mac show became, like where he had to adopt his sister's kids and
Yeah.
stuff. That is one of the funniest stand-up pieces you will ever hear in your life. Where he goes, like he's talking about how he had to go and fly to Atlanta to adopt the kids. His brother was the one that called him, was like, man, we got to do something about this. We got to adopt these kids. And so when he gets up there and the judge calls both their names, he stands up and goes forward. He said, I looked around. My brother was walking out the fucking door. He wasn't even leaving. He called me up here to adopt these kids, and then all of a sudden he's not even in the fucking courtroom anymore. Like, it's one of the funniest stand-ups you'll ever see in your life, bro.
That's nice. My favorite comedian is actually a newer comedian, but I like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
The way
I don't even know if I know him.
the way this
He was
man,
on Guy Code. That's where I knew. Like
yeah,
learned of
this
him.
man, the way he works the crowd is fucking
I've
unbelievable.
seen some
Have you
Yeah.
really never heard of Andrew Schultz?
I might have. I mean, like, I'm bad with names. You know what I mean? I might have seen him.
I'm
But
doing his face. I
Yeah,
see
I
his
listen to
face.
his podcast and shit he does with Charlemagne, and they were talking and he was like, "Man, you are so good at working." He was like, "Yeah, man, the other night I was working the crowd so good, I just like completely abandoned the act and just did that all night."
it just did that. Yeah.
And he was like, "Man, you should do a special like that." And he was like, "Nah." And then he was one of the comedians, one of the few comedians that actually filmed their own special.
Mhm.
And when he did it just an hour of him talking shit to the crowd. He did not a single fucking piece of material. He just sat and
That's
talked
dope.
shit to the crowd for an hour, and it
Goat
was
status.
so
Yeah.
fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
When I tell you, dude, he's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
You know who else? Just not talking about, but like the Bernie Mac thing, how he didn't give a fuck coming up on stage and he'll call a crowd out. Do you like Bill Burr?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Burr has done that. So there was like a show where people paid to come and see, and they booed and heckled a guy off stage who opened for Bill. So what he did was he just came out and roasted the crowd. He was like, "Fuck you guys! Like, who the fuck pays for a show and then comes out here and boos?" He literally just stood up there for 30 minutes and was like, "Y'all keep booing me, like fuck you bitches." You know?
Yeah, you already paid me. Bitch.
Yeah, exactly. He was like, exactly. He was like, "Y'all already paid, dumbasses.
already out of your
Like, let's go."
I saw Bill Burr for the first time on Comedy Central Presents late at night, and the first joke I heard him say was, he said, "I always hear about how being a mom's the hardest job in the world, and it's always a stay-at-home mom that tells me that." He said, "But after a little bit of experience in life, I realized that the hardest job in the world can't be a job you can do in sweatpants."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, dude.
The hardest job in the world.
Dude,
Like,
I don't know why, but when I heard that joke, it hit me so hard. And I was like,
You don't even gotta get dressed.
dude. Oh man, I was crying. It was
Man,
fucking hilarious.
Man.
What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now.
fuck.
R&B by Stunner from Vegas.
Whoa, really?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Man,
I don't know. That's just the song that's been stuck in my head.
I like the Stunnerful Vegas or the $1 Billion Baby freestyle. That's probably my favorite song right now.
Okay.
The one where they're in the tour bus.
Yeah.
He said, "I could put dick on the." That's probably my favorite one right now.
I can put dick. I love his baby mommy.
I don't think I can answer that. I listen to a lot of shit.
I think it's. I mean, I got like hella. There's so many songs going through my head right now. I got a lot of shit on my mixtape.
Like, I've been listening
Oh, my
to
mixtapes.
Jack Harlow is probably my new artist right now. That's like the person that I've never listened to before that I've been listening to here recently is Jack Harlow.
Shout out Moolah. Like I said, we were talking about Jack Harlow, and I hit Moolah's Instagram. He's like, "Oh, I got a picture with Jack Harlow."
Yeah.
Like they did a show together, some shit.
I don't know who that is. So.
He's that guy that sings that
We've
What's
been
Poppin'
listening to What's
song.
Poppin'.
What's Poppin'.
Brand new
Oh,
with
just
this.
happened,
Yeah. Yeah.
We're spending this holiday like that.
My buddy got rid of them taxes.
Sports in the top 10.
Yeah, this shit was fire. Shit was good. And me and Max was talking earlier. I was like, we're gonna do a skit where me and him just sit in a room and just sing country songs.
Yeah.
I was like, but we're not
No,
gonna.
we were playing. We were dropping some duos earlier,
Yeah.
and we were singing songs.
You know the song Along the Broken Road? Do you remember that?
Oh my god,
Along
yeah, you
the
saw that.
Bro, I shared that shit. Oh my god. He said these bitches fuck 12, fuck 12.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was like, did you see the country remix of like all those dudes in ski masks get guns?
Bro, I'll tag you in it when I leave, bro. It's fucking hilarious. It's perfect.
I watched it.
Dude has a killer voice too. Like, kills it.
And he's got like gold teeth. And
Gold
he's
teeth,
like,
he looks like fucking
he said, "It led me back to the trap."
Yeah. He said if I could get
Fucking-
paid, I would quit this game. Like, he kills it, bro. It's hilarious. And they've all got fucking like guns with extendos on them and shit.
And it's like they're all got like fucking bulletproof vest on. And, like, dude, it's fucking hilarious. Like they really put effort into it. It was really funny.
And there's a part where, you know how it says the broken road led me back to
No,
you?
I don't.
Okay, well there's a part in that song where he goes, and fuck the boys in blue. Like, he fucking kills it, dude.
It's so fucking funny. And like I saw it and promoted it as a joke. And then like I saw that a bunch of people shared it and I clicked on the thing. People were sharing it like it was a really good song. Like people
Oh
were,
no, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
yeah, people were like,
Yeah, this shit's slapping.
And then
out
like
this new-
and then the
check out this
caption
new
for it,
song.
the
Like,
caption for it when it dropped was "You're welcome," and
Yes.
people were like, "Oh, thank you." You know, it's like
that was me. I was like,
This
thank
fire.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god. I was like,
Sign this man.
there are people that are not taking this as a joke.
We don't-
No, exactly.
I was taking
We
it
need to
as
go
a joke.
sign that guy to Weird Beard Productions.
Absolutely, I would sign him.
Just kidding. We
Absolutely.
can't
Just-
sign.
you just keep
Don't
pumping
send-
out
don't
everything
send
that
us
you're
your
doing
music.
right now.
We don't
Yeah.
sign people. Don't send us your music.
He said we could sign, motherfucker. Look, if that dude wanted to sign, I would sign him. He's got talent.
You've got talent,
You
sir.
got talent, son.
We need a trap version
Look,
of Old
see,
Town
you got
Road,
talent.
quick, like,
Absolutely.
You need someone to move you, see?
because it's not a bad beat. It's just like, fuck.
Remember back in the day when we first started, we were talking about making a mixtape when I was in the car and I called you guys and I was like, hey guys, I just rapped about 3 verses.
Yeah, we're making a mixtape.
I think we put some songs together. I thought we were serious about that.
Yeah.
He's like, my hands have been bleeding, dog.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
I got a whole have a pad at home that's fucking filled with lyrics. Bars on bars.
Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, Coke.
Coke.
You can't trust a motherfucker that drinks Pepsi, son.
No, I don't trust no Pepsi drink.
It tastes like air.
What's your favorite board game?
Board game? Oof. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. I love board games, bro. I really do.
I'll play it, but Monopoly takes way too long. I really like Monopoly, but
I'm not gonna lie. Monopoly might be my game, bro.
I like Monopoly
love
a lot,
that game.
but
I like Life.
It takes a lot.
Life is fun. Me and the old lady will play that all the
Life
time.
makes me depressed.
Real life makes me
He
depressed.
said it's so easy to achieve.
Yeah, bro.
He's like,
I feel like such a complete fucking loser when I play Life.
I could just see Max like turning the board over, like he rolls up, and they're like, "Oh, you get a kid," and you're like, "Yeah, it's easy in the board game, motherfucker. Don't cost shit."
Son of
Yeah, he's like, "Try having a real fucking daughter."
I liked Sorry.
Sorry was fun as hell.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game.
So like, it's not a board game, but I fucks with Uno. Like I fucking love
think it
Uno,
counts.
bro.
I think it counts.
I was hoping one of you motherfuckers was like, Parcheesi.
Yeah, you get a little bit of
Mousetrap.
Rat trap.
Mouse
Yeah,
trap.
mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
Listen, let me tell you something. I think
He's from
Rat trap.
Detroit, man.
Yeah,
It was
rat trap.
we're not.
We don't got
What the
buttons,
fuck's a
bitch.
mouse? Yeah, the fuck's a mouse, son? A rat will roll up on you and take your wallet. Like that.
Switch the rent here.
He saw a full-grown mouse. He's like, "Oh, baby rat."
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, wow, you were fucking cute.
Oh, you guys got baby rats. You're like,
Think
"That is
about-
the biggest mouse I've ever seen."
Like, no, that's a baby. That's a little one.
It's
The,
wait till it gets big.
We got rats in
The
Detroit the size of
mousetrap,
your
though,
face.
I feel like everybody owned mousetrap, but
Never-
nobody owned all the pieces to mousetrap.
You
Like,
did
it
that one
never
time.
worked.
It
Yeah.
went off one time good, and then you went to put it in the box. You lost pieces. You never played it again. I don't even remember the point of that game. All I ever remember doing with that game is setting it up and then setting it off, and then that being it, and then putting it back up.
It's like, did anyone ever know how to play that shit?
I
Well,
don't
okay, so
remember- no, I don't remember.
I only know because I've had this discussion with people before, and
What's
nobody
the
could figure it
objective?
out. So there's a certain name for that kind of puzzle where you put a string of things together and it makes like an elaborate trap.
Yeah.
And that's what you're supposed to do with that game. You're supposed to guess on how to put it together. You don't just like know.
All right.
So you put it together
This
and
is
you
enough
drop it
time
and it
on
either
board
works or
games.
it
Okay.
doesn't.
All right, I'm gonna give you 4 candies, and you gotta pick one that's gone forever.
Okay.
Kit Kat, Reese's, Milky Way, M&M.
Milky Way.
Milky Way.
M&M fucking out of there.
Milky Way is cool.
Well, okay, so do I get a choice on what kind of M&M, or is it just a straight regular original
All
M&M?
M&Ms.
Original M&M.
I like every.
Okay, so then
flavor
it's
of
either
M&Ms.
M&M or Milky Way, but Milky Way would
No,
be
Milky
You
mine.
can keep the Milky Way, and then just fuck the M&M's is a lazy man's chocolate. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck
Well,
you,
I don't
bro. Why
really-
is it lazy? Because there's more of them and they're small.
Like
Milky
I like
Ways are gross.
peanut M&Ms.
You're just
are
mad
the
because
shit.
you look like a Reese's PC.
Bitch.
Do you guys know that it's actually pronounced Reese's Pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, Reese's
Yeah,
Pieces.
I've been saying Reese's Pieces my whole
And
life.
you also
You're
called them
uneducated.
Mimi's
You're dumb. Like,
for a while. So
said that
there's plenty of things that
what do you call them?
Mimi's.
Maybe
I
what
was
a
really-
fucking
when-
dumbass.
When memes first started coming out like 5 or 6
what
years
a
ago.
fucking idiot.
Nate was that guy. Yeah, Mimi's. And I remember I corrected him once, and he was like, "Yeah, it's like tomato. I think it's however you want to say
You're
it."
like, what the fuck?
And I was like, "No,
No,
it's
dog.
memes."
No, dog.
He's like, "Yeah, whatever."
It's memes. I swear to God, bro.
I said it one time.
For the
That was
first
the only
like
time I ever attempted to say that word.
for the 6 months that Uber was invented, my dad called it Uber.
Uber.
And I wanted to fucking jaw jack him every time he said it.
You fucking
I mean,
hillbilly.
yeah, he'd tell me about, man, don't even worry about picking me up from the track. I just get myself a Uber. Oh, you fucking motherfucker.
You know, he's in the car like, I'm finna give you guys a hell of a Uber rating.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, y'all 4 stars. Y'all a hell of a Uber.
4 stars.
Best Uber ride I've ever been a part.
Yeah.
All right, so here's just a couple like in-depth questions.
No.
Do you tell your significant other about your dating history? Like, how do you, like... everybody,
I tiptoe.
will, okay.
I
Yeah,
tiptoe.
I will. Like, if they ask about it, I will, but I sugarcoat the fuck out of it.
Yeah. You
And
can't
about
go out of your way
dating
to not
history,
you know
answer
what a
the
man's
question.
reaching when he starts a phrase?
Well, yeah, exactly. He's like,
But no,
You're like, I mean, if she asks me about it,
I'm not gonna lie
I'm gonna
to
lie. Like, I'm gonna give her an answer.
I'm gonna
It's
lie.
not gonna be
It's
true.
not gonna be
It
true
is not gonna be
He
true.
said, I might not
Yeah.
lie, he said I might give her a lateral answer.
Like, just to give you an
Bro.
example, her name was Keisha. I told her it was Stephanie. It was like, it's just,
Let me
there's
tell
like a
you
whole bunch
the
of
worst mistake I ever made in my life. A couple years ago, it was probably like 5 or 6
Telling
years
the
ago now. Me
He said,
and Nate did too. We decided we were gonna create lists of every girl we had slept with at that time
Oh
on our
my
phone because we
God.
wanted to
And
get
y'all just left this shit out like public knowledge, didn't you?
No, it fucking
Got out of hand.
no. Like, you know, with iCloud, you get a new
Bruh.
iPhone, it fucking updates your shit. Like, so my notes kept getting transferred.
Oh,
3 years
man.
later, I'm with my ex, like the mother of my child, and she's going through. I mean, she didn't go through my phone because
Yeah, she was.
She could go through my phone anytime. I didn't hide nothing from her. But this fucking list is in my notes of every girl I've ever slept with,
Yep.
their name, and guess who finds this fucking list?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden,
Changes everything.
fucking ruined my life, bro.
Motherfucker.
Dude,
You were like, that was what was so bad about the list. I didn't have the opportunity to sugarcoat the list.
Yeah, bro.
I
It's
could not
there were
sugarcoat the
bitches on that list. I didn't want her to know I
Yeah.
fucked. And she's like, really? Her? And I'm like, no, not really. So why'd
Yeah.
you put her on the list?
I just
then?
lied to be cool in front of my friends.
Yeah,
Like, I wanted to be cool.
I
you
wanted
know?
my list to see the longest Nathan's.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, Nathan has a hella long list. He's a fucking super hoe. So I was just making up girls. I was just making up girls to try to match the list.
That
Like,
name is obviously made up. Look how many apostrophes are in
yeah,
it.
exactly. He's like, I don't even think that's a real name. Like, he's like, I made that up on the Alyssa Van Dyke. Who the fuck is that? Like,
She's looking up the fucking Facebook.
yeah,
Looking up bitches' Facebook names.
yeah,
They're real.
exactly. Yeah, she's
Yo,
like,
you
she's like, the
pull
last
up
5 people you said aren't
really?
real.
You fucked
Yeah.
her?
Yeah.
Her, Max? Really?
The last
Like-
5 people you said aren't real are on singles only right now. Like, you
No.
piece of shit.
Look, let me tell you. I had my phone for like a year and a half, and like a year and a half before he found it, his got found, mine was found,
Yeah.
and it was terrible.
Holy
and he made fun of me, so when it happened to him, I was like,
Bitch,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
fuck you.
Because I was like, why did your fucking dumbass keep the list?
Yeah,
"Hey,
Why?
talk mad shit. Wow, bro, that's fucking crazy.
You're
bro. I
retarded."
can't believe
Yeah.
you fucking dumbass, bro. Fucking stupid."
Don't
And then-
make the list. For anybody watching this, that's like, I mean,
And then
Don't-
Apple did what Apple does best. It
For
heard
any
you
young
talking
men.
shit, and it was like, huh, maybe we should suggest the fuck list to Max. I heard him talking about it the other day. Like, maybe we should bring up the fuck list for
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, shout out to any young men in the audience. Don't do that. Don't
Yeah.
make a list
Yeah.
of girls. Yeah.
No,
That's
no.
not cool anyway.
Shout
That's
out-
not cool.
don't
to do.
even have
Shout
sex
out to
with
the
women
men in the
before
audience.
marriage.
Yeah, don't even have
Keep
sex
a
with-
mental list. Don't write that shit
No.
down. You never keep. You never.
Hey,
you never
sometimes
make a
your list gets
paper.
too long.
That
Never
shit's
mind,
not
just
cool,
say-
man.
let me say
That's not
that.
cool to objectify women like
No,
that. They don't
no,
belong
no.
on a list. You
They
know what I
don't-
mean?
No.
That's very important.
I have a significant other and a child. Fuck what Nathan and Max are saying right now.
He said, bro,
Objectify
lighten your list
women.
down. My
Objectify
list is
women.
way better. I got more tens on my
Yeah,
list.
exactly. Like, I'm just gonna make
No,
stuff
stop.
up now.
No, like, but like for
Sorry,
real.
I'm sounding so douchey right now.
No, we were kind of like talking over each other, just but like that is it, yeah. We just want to make that. Very
Yeah, I just
and
want to
women don't
reiterate.
bel-
I was like 17 or 18 whenever like, so it's like, I
Yeah,
was
we
a
were
kid. We were
super
kids.
young. We were like so we were 17, 18.
stupid.
Are you guys
Women
really, are you guys
should
really
be
apologizing about this? Right
Yes.
now?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. Yeah.
I'm just saying
It's
like
the
it
fakest
is.
I
It was
want
a
women to
chance
like
in my
me,
life.
man.
No, I'm saying like if we're putting this out in public, I'm saying if my son ever watches this, I want him to be like, oh, that's hilarious, and then hear me saying that women shouldn't be objectified and they don't belong on a list, and that's not
No.
where you should put a woman if you have sex with her. You should
Although,
belong on a
ladies,
list.
if you're looking,
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
mind being on your list.
I just, you know what I mean? I just think
Anyways.
it's important to where, like, if anything that we put out is to ever come to light, I want us to have that where I'm like, hey, I covered, you know what I mean? Like, hey, that's not how I, you know, sometimes stuff is just funny. Like, sometimes shit's just funny. And that was a funny But, okay, next question. Here's a scenario for you. So, you guys are married, right? With children?
Not married. I have children.
Hypothetically.
All right, Brenner. You're married with children.
A hypothetical
All right.
situation.
Oh, okay.
You're married with
oh,
children.
okay, Okay.
How is he the one that picked up on that? And you were-
Y'all keep trying to play me like I'm stupid.
Well, I
I'm
know.
not
Well, I'm
stupid.
just used to Nathan being a narcissist, and he just makes like statements. He's like, "You're married with children," and I'm like, "Okay, yes, sir, Nathan. Yes."
Oh my God.
Like,
You're married with children, and your wife's parents are like, "Hey, we're gonna buy the house next door to ours. Very nice house, way out of your price range. You can live in it for free. Do you move in next to your in-laws?
fuck no.
No,
Fuck
Never
no.
In a million years. Yeah.
Fuck no.
no.
My wife's family doesn't come over a lot, and it doesn't ruin our relationship. They're really cool because they don't intrude. But I feel like if you lived next door, that would open the gates for them to... Like, my baby mama's mom, love her to death. She's not all up in our shit.
Yeah.
If we lived next door, I feel like she'd be up in our shit.
Well, okay, so
You know?
Brittany's parents are separated, so it would really depend on which in-law that we were talking about of how hardcore of a fuck no you would get. Because one's way more than the other, but it'd still be no either way. Because
It's
it's
a
just like
hard
that.
no.
It's a hard no either
And
way.
honestly,
One of them's a fuck no. One of
Even
them's a no.
even if I did, it would be like a temporary thing. It'd be like,
Dude,
it wouldn't be a permanent thing. I couldn't do it.
but we're talking like baller mansion. Like, we're talking like fat-ass house that you can't afford.
Fuck.
Like, if you don't live there, you'll never be living in the place.
Well, I guess it just depends. It depends on how her parents
Can
are.
I get lost in this pad?
If it's big enough, like if it's so big that it,
All right.
I don't know.
Let me rephrase that. Let's say the house that you're moving into
It's my dream
is
house.
4 times as large as the house you're currently living in.
4 times as large. Okay.
I can
and,
deal with it.
And you got to think, when you get a house like that big in square footage, it's gonna be nice. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like a nice house that's like
I
I'm
really-
gonna have to
deal
say
with
no.
it.
I'm gonna say I'm
You
gonna have
could
to
live
say
there
no.
rent-
I can
free.
deal with it.
It would have to be a point to where it was like, if you don't do this, your son's gonna be homeless, and then it'd be like, all right, like, let's go.
I'd do it.
But it's
That's
not
my money.
yeah, and that's the thing though, is it wouldn't be your house. So anyway.
Yeah,
It wouldn't be my house. Yeah, it'd be their house.
exactly. It's no, like, no, fuck that.
All right. Have you guys ever had a friend that like overshared, like shares way too much information?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm that friend sometimes.
I
but,
feel like I'm that friend sometimes.
But I mean,
too.
like, have you had like a third party friend?
No, yeah.
You know what I
It's,
mean? Like-
he's not like one of your close friends that's telling you stuff. And you're like, all right, that was kind of TMI. He's that guy
Wow.
that you barely know that tells you every detail of his life.
I don't think I know anybody like that.
I
Really.
honestly can't stand it. I do.
There's a guy I knew my whole life, and like my senior year, or not my senior year. It was my. I think it was like right after my. No, it was my senior year. I had to like have a talk with him. Cause we've been friends since like kindergarten. I knew him, but we're not like best friends. But like I've known him. A long time.
I'm about to say his name.
We're friends. Don't say his name.
I don't know who it is.
Don't
I'm just
put-
gonna guess.
I know you're gonna know who it is. I know you know. I know you've heard this.
I'm
story.
gonna guess.
If we can't objectify women, you can't name drop while we're
No,
calling
you're
somebody
right.
out. Like, that's like, you
I
can't
had
do
to
that.
talk to my friend because every fucking day, this dude was sending me Snapchats.
Oh,
like,
you've
him
told
with
me
his
about
shirt
this.
off.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude.
Fuck, I know who it is now.
I was like, why the fuck are you sending me these? You know what I mean? I was like, you're sending me a very fucking mixed message right now, dude.
He's like flexing his ass, getting
Yeah.
the right angle.
I'm like, we play on the same fucking football team and baseball team together. I'm like, we change together.
He thinks
We
you're
use the
cute,
same
dog.
showers. I'm like, don't be fucking sending me Snapchats of you with your fucking shirt off, dude. You know what I mean? I was
People are gonna assume shit, dog.
and it was so,
He's got like a whole
And that
folder.
was-
He's hanging
that
out
was-
with friends.
that
He's
was
like,
back
these are
in
the
the
ones
day.
that I send to Nate.
you
That
know,
was back in the day when Snapchat would tell you who like other people's best friends were. So like if you were like if you have a Snapchat, if you snap somebody over and over, like they become your best friend or whatever. It would show you like you click on someone's profile and it would show you their like top 4 best friends who they're snapping the most.
bro. And like he made me feel weird about it because he was like, oh, like I didn't think anything of it, and I was like, he
He's
made
like,
me
do
feel
you-
like I was kind of
Yeah,
gay.
he's like,
I
what?
was.
What do you
he's like,
not
I
think
wasn't
I'm
being
shredded?
like,
Like,
Sorry,
yeah,
bro. I didn't realize.
He's
it
like,
made
do you not
feel-
fucking think I'm shredded? Like, I'm a fucking beefcake, bro.
He
What's
was
your
like-
problem?
It was right after Rich Homie came out, so he was like, "Sorry, bro, I wasn't trying to make you feel some type of way." And I was like, "Look, you didn't make me feel no type of way with your shirt off."
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't just
First off, don't ever say that to anybody. Like, you didn't make me feel nothing. You made me feel angry.
I was
That's
like-
what you fucking
I was like, let's
That's
just-
the type of way.
I said, "Let's just get to the point. Don't fucking send me Snapchat.
He's like taking this the wrong way. He's like, I didn't mean to confuse you. No, I'm not fucking confused. Like, I'm not confused about a goddamn thing. Like,
It's like, dude, if it
If it makes you feel some type of way.
yeah,
Nick,
he's
I'm
like,
sorry for
why
making
are
you
you
uncomfortable.
excited? Like, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, no.
He said, what did it make you feel?
He's like, if you could put your feelings on like
He
canvas, paint
He
me
said,
something.
Have you always had these feelings?
yeah.
Yo.
Like, or did I spark those in you?
Did I initiate these feelings?
Oh, he said, that's what I've been trying to do.
He's like,
So
can I ask you just a couple questions? Like, what's your mind saying, but what's your body saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Imagine if there's
my body.
Imagine there's a gay couple out there and they're like, how'd you guys meet? And you're like, well, when I met him, he was straight, but I sent him shirtless Snapchat.
You just pat him on the back and you're like, this persistent SOB, let me tell you how we got together. Like, this motherfucker has no shame.
Oh, man.
I had a whole wife and a kid, and he turned me. Like,
Dude, and I'll tell you, at first, I wasn't, like, fucked up. I was like, it's the homie. I'm not, like, like, he's...
it's just you gotta, like, set him straight before he fucking drunk kisses you at a party or something.
I know.
Like,
Fuck.
like, that would have been way too fun.
I
his
know it,
ass.
so I was like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not tripping. I know the dude, he's a cool guy, but I'm like... And then it
Has he
was like,
since came out?
it was like every
Came out
day.
since?
No. It was like...
And you know he was like gearing towards it. He's telling his friends, he's like, if Nathan doesn't say anything to me about these shirtless pics, I'm gonna kiss him. Like, I'm gonna straight walk up and kiss the homie right on the mouth if he doesn't say anything to me about these shirtless pics. Like,
Dude, I was like, when I tell you I was so uncomfortable, because I would, like, my cousin Seven was living with me at the time, and, like, every time he would send me one, I'd be like, bro, I was like, he sent me another shit.
Nathan's like a rape victim. He's like, it happened again. Keeps happening.
What's
He
wrong,
won't
Nate?
stop.
And then
Yeah.
my cousin's like,
phone up.
God damn, cuz,
Yeah, God,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
You gonna suck him up?
Yeah. He said you gonna suck him up.
Yeah.
Just for you, Nate. For getting his abs right just to take pictures for you, bro.
Bruh.
Look at him. He worked the lighting on this angle.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Bro.
You can see his little happy trail coming in. Let me stop.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna order. We're done.
Moving
We're
on.
done.
Moving on. What was the question?
We're at 37 minutes.
Thank you guys for tuning in, man. You guys
Thank
check
you, guys.
us out.
You're welcome for all the information on
When
me.
does this release? What is today?
Thursday, the
Shit.
27th.
Hey guys,
Hey.
I hope I'm getting this out before not PF,
Pyramid 15.
before Pyramid Fight 15. If you guys get a chance, come out and check it out. If we release this after, go check it out. It's already on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Like it, share it, talk about it. Talk about it to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I wanna get so recognizable that people ask for my autograph.
When I'm at work, people are like, "Hey, what's the price of this couch?" And I'm like, "I have a podcast."
Yeah.
Like, we talk about it.
I be walking around with big dick energy all day long.
Big dick
because
energy, boy.
I have had
Dick
3 people out in public recognize me and be like, "Hey, aren't you that like comedian guy?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Yeah, so I'm gonna personally say fuck you to each and every one of you for soiling this motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck y'all. Don't be pumping
Like,
Nate's head. You
I
see how
can't.
big it
Yeah,
is.
I
He
can.
don't have no
I can
hair.
barely even ask for a water without him reminding me that he's a comedian. It's the craziest
Suck a
thing.
fucking dick.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make you a comedian too, you bastard. It's hard work because you're not good.
See
but
this?
I'm
Here
trying.
comes the narcissism, man. He's just
Yeah,
like
you don't have
everything.
any natural
He's like,
talent,
listen, guys,
so-
I'm trying to do this podcast where I talk about me. Fuck.
No, we were working.
That's why he
on
segregated us over here.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, listen, you guys.
segregated. That's a loaded ass word. Segregated.
He's like, listen, my people were Jewish, bro. Don't do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime.
You red-bearded motherfucker.
And Irish,
Sit
all right.
over there.
Everybody hates us. Like,
Now I can't say anything positive.
Hey,
about
man,
you
don't
guys
be
over
mad.
there.
Me
'Cause
and
they're like,
Brenda's
oh, you're
holidays
pro
coming up.
segregation.
yeah, exactly. You're like, man, listen, we were just trying to. You're like, I don't know what to say, but it's all controversial. Like, it's all controversial.
Me and Brenner's holidays coming up, alright? You gotta show some respect.
Look,
Leaf Garrison Day is like around the corner.
Leaf Garrison.
Happy Leaf Harrison Day. Hinga dinga durgan.
Alright, you guys are ridiculous. Alright, man. So go out and check out the rest of our stuff on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. Still Talking Podcast on Instagram. Still Talking Podcast on Twitter. Check us out on
Flash all that money I just gave.
Snap.
Buzzsprout.
Fan
Burner
of
Box.
Yeah, we got money in the
We got money in the studio.
Yeah, taxes hit,
Brenner
bitch.
just bought my car because the taxes hit. Brenner bought my car.
Who said getting this a pussy couldn't get you paid?
Hey.
This is going towards our event. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pay for the rest of our stuff tomorrow. We're gonna buy camera equipment.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna be balling,
Box.
bitch.
Now I just wish
We're
I was a
buying
little bit
work.
taller.
We're buying work equipment.
Yeah, some work.
Oh, I got to work. I'm just kidding. End the podcast.
Got the gas
Yeah.
and the coke.
Yeah.
All right.
Hit me about the booth.
Anyways,
You guys take it easy too,
put our
man.
tax
Thank you
money
so much.
up our nose.
Whoop.